What's up, people? You already know what time it is. It's your boy Toby, and you are welcome to the FOTB show. If you've not subscribed to the channel, do that right now. Subscribe to this channel, watch these videos, leave a like, leave a comment, and share these videos with your friends. People, what is going on? What is happening? It looks like it's cold outside, boy. It looks like it's cold outside for some people, man. What is going on with Wizkid, man? 3 times in a row, 3 years in a row, back to back to back, we are getting this news that he's out here canceling tour dates. Now, a lot of people are coming up with different scenarios. A lot of people are coming up with different conspiracy theories and narratives that he cannot sell tickets, deals, whatever. We don't know. But what we do know is this does not look good for one of our greats. I know that some of you out there might not look at him as a great. I think that he's one of our greats. You go, I mean, he helped push this genre of music, not culture. Because some of you use the word Afrobeat culture. No, this is not culture. Because if you want to know what a culture is, go and look at the definition of a culture. You go, I mean, there has to be barriers. There have to be laws and orders. I'm not going to go into that, but go check out the definition of a culture. This is not a culture. Afrobeat, there's nothing like Afrobeat culture. There's an Afrobeat genre of music, right? So he helped push this genre of music to the world. You can't take that away. What Essence did, what music like Ojo Leba did, you can't take that away from him. But my question is, what is going on? What is going on? Because the way I'm looking at this right now, they said that perception, if you're not careful, perception will kick reality's ass. And I would say that right now where we are, perception is kicking Wizkid's reality ass. Because a lot of people out there are saying that he has fallen off. A lot of people out there are saying that there is no demand outside for him. I told you guys when I was reacting to Burna Boy the other day, a friend of mine in the States said to me that Tems is more influential in the States than Wizkid and Davido. And that took me by a surprise. I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming. Even till today, I kind of still don't believe it. But you can't argue with the facts that Tems did a world tour last year. Europe and North America. Sold it all out. Sold out. Everyone was coming out to see her. John Legend, Snoop, Mary J. Blige, everybody, DJ Khaled. When they see Tems, they bow down to her. The videos are out there. You can't make it up. She's hanging out with, she's getting invites from Rock Nation. You go, I mean, she's getting invite from the White Party or the Gold Party, whatever that. She was there, the last one that they just did. She's rubbing shoulders with who is who. She might not have a big fan base in Nigeria. She might not have a big fan base in Africa. But whatever she's doing in the States, whatever she's doing in the diaspora is definitely working. I want to remind you guys, a couple weeks ago, this was what Burna Boy tweeted. Burna Boy said, "Dear artists, don't let Twitter posts and Niger social media fans deceive you. They won't fill up any stadium for you in any part of the world." This is facts, not true. There is no lies found in this. Because a lot of artists, right? When I look at people, you might be the chairman in Nigeria, you might be the god in Nigeria, you're on the road, everybody, oh, right? You might have your FC people on social media going head to head with other people, other camps and everything, cussing everyone out and all that. But what some of these artists don't understand is that does nothing for you in the international stage, right? And for people that don't know, I used to have this argument with my boy Kelly. Love him, right? But I used to tell him that where Afrobeat is today, yeah, is like the Champions League. It's international. All these home champions and everything. If you say that you are that guy, if your people are saying that you are on the same level as the Drakes of the world, as the Beyoncés of the world, as the Chris Browns of the world, you have to prove it. You go what I mean? We are not doing no sentimental, emotional talk here. If your people are coming out saying that you are better than Drake, that you are better than Beyonce, you are better than Usher, Chris Brown, that you are that guy, you have to show walking. That's a whole fact. You go what I mean? And so far, unfortunately, and I love Wizkid, so it pains me to even talk about this, right? It pains me to talk about this. Because when I look at Wizkid, right? Wizkid, there can be an argument that he is more talented. I'm talking about raw talent. You can argue that he is more talented than Burna Boy or Davido. Pure talent. You go what I mean? Because there is a difference between talent and skill. You have to put in the work to turn your talent into skill. So I'm talking about pure talent. Diamond in the rock talent. You just found it in the ground. Right? There's an argument that he's more talented than Davido and Burna Boy. But there is something those two people, in my opinion, have over him. Hard work. Hard work. You cannot deny that Davido is hardworking. You, I don't. Some people might say he's the least talented. Cool, whatever. But when you come to hard work, you cannot deny that he is hardworking, and that's so impressive for someone who comes from the family where he came from to where he is today. Burna Boy, what do we have to say? What do we have to say? This guy built his own band, in-house band. This guy is doing stadiums. He's doing stadiums in America. He's doing stadiums in the UK. He's doing stadiums in the US. He's doing stadiums in the Caribbean. Do this on a whole nother stratosphere. It's different. It's different. He's out of here. He's gone. And that can be attributed to his hard work, turning his talent into skill, having the right people around him, managing the business affairs, because there is a whole difference between music and the music business. When I look at Wizkid, I'm sorry to say, it doesn't feel like he's handling the music business properly. I wouldn't call him lazy. I wouldn't say that he's not putting in the work. I feel he's putting in the work. Once again, this pains me because I know how much I argued with people. People told me that More Love, Less Ego was trash. And I still stand on this, saying that to me, that's one of my favorite album of his. My favorite album of his is one of them. Morayo, absolutely love it. Made in Lagos, absolutely love it. So I don't think it has anything to do with talent. The talent is there, but there is something missing. There is something not connecting between him, who he is, and the market. Both things have to come together in marriage and matrimony for you to blossom and be who you're supposed to be. But for some weird reason, it's not connecting. And I have to speak to him and the likes of him. I've got to speak to Wizkid and the likes of Wizkid. Bro, you are not Kendrick Lamar. You are not Beyonce. You are not Drake. You have to be out there doing interviews. You have to be out there doing promos. You have to be out there putting in the work, doing private shows, little private shows or whatever. You go, I mean, between you and your fans. Burna Boy does that sometimes. When he comes to the UK, he does some sort of in-house whatever, bring fans together, his close fans or whatever. And he does these little shows, maybe 100 people, 200 people, 300 people, whatever the case is. You need to do that. It's time to go back to the graph. It's time to go back to the design room and ask yourself, what do we need to do? Do I need to change my team? Do I need to change my managers? Do I need to change some of the people that are working for me? Because clearly something is not working. You cannot cancel 3 tours in 3 years, bro. This is it right here. Wizkid, More Love, Less Ego tour postponed. This was postponed and we didn't hear nothing more about it. The next thing we heard was you posting this. You posted this after my More Love, Less Ego tour. Davido and I going on tour. Save your coins. I know one here, Pim. And everybody was excited about this. What happened? The both of you fell out. Started going back and forth on Twitter. And Davido came out to say that you were the one begging him to do this tour together. I don't give a fuck about that, whether it's true or not. It's between the both of you. You go what I mean? But what I'm saying is, it pains me to see one of our greats clearly struggling. I don't care what nobody says. You are clearly struggling. Not musically. Talking about tours. You need to be on the road, my guy. You cannot be an in-studio artist. You go what I mean? And once again, it makes me wonder, bro, why you not out here connecting with people? You see Davido all the time. He's on Chris Brown's album. Chris Brown's on his album. Say what you want about Chris Brown. Chris Brown is a legend. He's an international star. The both of them are planning tours, bro. Chris Brown is doing stadiums right now, bro. What do you think that does for Davido's career? Bro, you used to make music with Chris Brown, bro. You used to make music with Beyonce. You used to make music with Drake. Why you not out here connecting with people? This is the thing with this is the thing with artists, bro. When you're in Nigeria, everyone is hailing you. Everyone is hailing you. They're stopping the cars for you. They're stopping traffics for you. You got me. Everyone is shouting, line on the front for you. You think you've arrived. No, you've not arrived, my guy. In the grand scheme of things, you have not arrived. You get what I mean? Unless if you're saying that you don't want to be in the game no more. If you're saying you don't want to be in the game no more, that you've achieved everything you wanted to do, who am I? But if you're still competing, and if you still want to be looked at as one of the big threes, because I'm the one that said, bro, there is no big three forever. That shit is reshuffling. Is reshuffling quick. You go what I mean? That shit is reshuffling quick. In my opinion right now, with everything that Tems has achieved in the short period that she's been in the game, there's an argument to be made that she is part of the big three. Burna Boy, Tems, now is between you and Davido. However you want to shuffle it. But Burna Boy, you can't take him out of there. He's not number two. If we're gonna be objective, he's not number two. You get what I mean? So if you put in one, now see for Tems, Wizkid, Davido. You get what I mean? A lot of people will make an argument for Rema. Cool. Some people will make an argument for Ashake. Cool. To each their own. But what I'm saying is the competition is tight right now. This is not 2010. This is not 2008, 2007, where we are playing in the local league. We are not playing in the local league no more, my guys. We are not playing in the local league no more, my guys. It's either you're an international artist or you're not. Once again, this is what Burna Boy said. And everybody laughed at him. And it's, listen, depending on how you look at this, right? You're either excited about it or you're sad about it. Because also, we would love to see people at home enjoy our artists. Yes. We wish that these guys can tour Africa. Yes. But we don't make the market. The market is the way the market is. You go what I mean? Unfortunately, it looks like there's not a lot of money touring in Africa. So they have to do international. So the game has changed. You lot are the one that said Afrobeats to the world. But when you really look at it, how many people are competing in the world stage? How many? I can't count 5. How many people are competing in the world stage, bro? You get me? Bro has canceled. This one was canceled. The More Love Less Ego one was canceled. Now the Morayo one was canceled. This doesn't look good. It pains me because I'm looking at everyone online, making mockery of him, laughing at him. It pains me to do this video. But I've got to do this video because this is what I've been saying for a couple years now. Most of these artists in Nigeria, most of these Afrobeat artists, well, some of them, but a big some of them, yeah? You cannot measure the success of Afrobeats with the UK. You can't. If you try to do that, you are deceiving yourself. Because some of these artists can come to the UK and do the O2. We have a huge population of Nigerians, Africans. Like, we have a huge population of that in the UK. You go, I mean, this is a stomping ground of Afrobeats. So you cannot measure that. When you see, if you want to see if you've arrived, is to go to other countries. I know an artist who came to the UK, did the O2, went somewhere else. I think he did a club or something, bro. This was last year. I'm not going to mention names and everything. And I had that conversation on my podcast. You get what I'm saying? So if you're trying to analyze, an artist based on, they sold out the O2 and everything. Nah. You're deceiving yourself. You get what I mean? Unless you want to talk about stadium. But then that's my point. Burna Boy did stadium. Wizkid rushed and did stadium. Good show and everything. But he got a lot of backlash from that. He got a lot of backlash from that show. In my opinion, Wizkid needs to go back to the drawing board. If you're going to fire some people, fire some people. If you're going to bring in people, change the team, do all that. But, bro, we need you. We need you in the game, bro. We need you in the game. I keep on asking myself, how come Burna Boy has an in-house band, but these other artists do not have in-house band? That's the reason why when you see Burna Boy's performance, live performance, and you see these other people, it's like night and day. Because Burna Boy, he's rehearsing all the time. He's rehearsing all the time with his team. So everything is seamless. They know each other now. That's like a football team. that practices every day. They know each other. And that's when you look at him, that's somebody who takes the game serious, a student of the game. So some of these artists need to ask themselves, are they in it just for the money and the fame and the chicks, or do they actually love the sport? Unfortunately, when I look at Wizkid, he strikes me as someone. Oh, this pains me to say this, but he strikes me as someone who is just in there for the money now. You go, what I mean, just in there for the money and the fame. You go, what I mean, I don't want to say that he's not hardworking. I don't want to say that he's lazy, but unfortunately, it's not showing. It's not showing. It's not showing. It's not showing. You go, what I mean, there's a disconnect somewhere. There's a disconnect somewhere. But let me know your thoughts, people. Enough my rant. You go, what I mean, enough my rant. Let me know your thoughts. Put in the comment section. If I'm tripping, tell me I'm tripping, man. You go, what I mean. But if you tell me I'm tripping, let me know why. Are you happy that Wizkid cannot sell tickets? Put it in the comment section. It's your boy Toby. Subscribe to the channel. Until next time. Salute.